Begin in mountain pose. Feet hip-width apart. Ground down the four corners of both your feet to the earth. Stand tall. Eyes softly closed. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice how your body feels. Take a few moments to connect body and breath. Breathe in calmness and ease, and breathe out any stress or tension. Eyes gently open. Arms lifting, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, arms, and right arm down to the side, left arm side bend. Come back to the center, both arms reaching up, and left arm down, right arm side bend to the left. Both arms back to the center, a gentle back bend, hips pressing forward, engage glutes, open the heart, bend the knees and fold forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the feet back to down dog. Shifting forward to plank, drop the knees down. Elbows glide in, lowered all the way to the ground. Baby cobra, lift the chest. And press back to down dog, exhale. Feet to hands, forward fold. Chair pose, sink the hips, lift the chest, reach the arms. Stand tall, gentle back bend. Exhale, bend knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga, baby cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. Feet walk to hands, forward fold. Chair pose, sink hips, lift chest, reach arms. Stand tall, gentle back bend. Bend knees and fold forward, exhale. Coming back to chair pose, sinking hips, lifting chest, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, sink the hips a little more. Chest to thigh into a long spine here, extending arms overhead. Hands to the ground, forward fold. Step back to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga, baby cobra or up dog, and down dog. The right leg lifting, right foot stepping between hands, help it through. Set up your feet for warrior two. Front toes forward, back toes slightly angled in. Your front knee over ankle. Front heel and back arch lining up. Arms opening out long. Shoulders over hips. Straighten the front leg, arms lifting overhead. And exhale, bend the front knee and open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press into your feet evenly. Breathe in one more time. And exhale, open. Side angle, lean and reach, elbow down, arm lifting. Top arm wraps around the back, open up the top shoulder, rounding down and back. Front palm lifting to reverse warrior. Arms open out wide. Your chest moving to the center of your mat. Reach the fingertips forward. Front knee still over ankle, hips slightly pressing back. Strong through the legs and core. Hands back to the top of your mat. Press back to plank and work through your own flow. Coming back to down dog. The left leg is lifting, left foot stepping between hands. Set up your feet position again for warrior two. Find your eye gaze. Straighten the front leg, arms lift. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. One last time, breath in and breath out. Lean and reach forward, elbow down, side angle. Top arm wraps around the back, top shoulder opening down and back. Front palm lifting to reverse warrior. Arms open back out wide. Chest moving to the center of your mat again. Lean and reach. Torso parallel to the floor. Strong into our legs. Hands come back to the top of your mat. Back to plank and work through your own flow. We'll come back to child's pose. So knees drop to the ground. Knees opening, big toes towards one another. Forehead can rest to the ground. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Make your way back up to down dog. Right leg lift and right foot stepping between hands. Set up your feet position for warrior one. Front toes forward, front knee over ankle. Back leg is straight as the back toes are slightly angled out. Arms extending. Inhale and chest to thigh. Exhale, arms wrap around the front leg. Torso parallel to the floor. Hands walk to the inside. Hands walk across to the top left corner of your mat, and your hips just gently pressing back. Hands walk all the way to the back of your mat. Adjust your back foot, toes slightly out. Lift off the front toes and bending that back knee. So as you shift back, you can stay up high or go ahead and sink the hips. And hands to prayer if that feels good. Hands back to the floor and turn back to the front of your mat and work through your own flow. Come back to down dog. The left leg is lifting, left foot stepping forward, and set up again for warrior one. Inhale and exhale. Another breath in and moving forward, chest to thigh, arm wrapping around the front leg. Hands to the inside as you walk the hands to the top right corner of your mat and hips just slightly pressing back. And then hands walk all the way to the back of the mat. Adjust the back foot, toes slightly out, bend the knee. Lifting off the left toes, again sink the hips or stay up higher. Please always do what feels good for you. Listen to your body. Shift back to the center, turn to the top of your mat, step back to plank, and work through your own flow. Make your way back to child's pose. Take another moment to breathe, to reset. Inhale and exhale. Make your way back on up. Bring the right foot forward, kneeling lunge, knee over ankle. Arms reaching overhead, soften shoulders. Arms open out wide. Bring the left hand to right thigh and the right arm reaching back. Take your eye gaze back. Bringing hands down, shift the hips back, bring the toes up, stretch the back of your leg. Shift forward, bring the right leg out to the side, lift the chest, reaching arms overhead. Inhale, right hand to the right leg and the left arm leaning over for a side bend. Lift back to the center, left hand down and right arm reaching over arm to ear or arm reaching up towards the sky. Lift the chest back to the center, bring the hips back, chest forward and stretching through the inner thigh. Inhale and exhale, lift back on up and switching legs, bringing the left foot forward, kneeling lunge, arms overhead. Arms open and right hand to left thigh, left arm reaching back. Take the eye gaze back. Bring the hands down, shift the hips back, toes up. Plant the foot, lift the chest, bring the left leg out to the side. Lift up tall, arms overhead, breath in, and left hand down, right arm lean. And move the other way, right hand down, left arm to ear, or arm reaching up. Come back to the center, bring the chest forward, the hips back, and stretch through the inner thigh. Lift the chest, slide the leg in, back to down dog, and work through your own flow. Coming back to down dog. The right leg lifting, bend the knee, open up the hip. Right knee is moving in to pigeon pose. Left leg slides back, top of knee, top of foot to the ground. Sink the hips, breathe in, and extending forward, exhaling out. We're here for a little bit, so adjust as you need to. Stay with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Make your way back on up. Come back to down dog. Bring the right leg back. Give it a little shake out. Staying on the same side. Bend the knee, open the hip. Moving to wild thing. Flip around to the left. The right toes plant down. The left leg stays extended. Lift the hips and reach the arm up towards the sky or arm to ear. Flip back around to plank and work through your own flow. Come back to down dog. The left leg is lifting. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring the knee in, find pigeon. Sliding the leg back, top of knee, top of foot to the floor. Breathe in and moving forward, exhale. Enjoy these moments in pigeon. Connect with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Make your way back on up. Come back to down dog. Bring the left leg back. Shake it out. Stay on the same side. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Flip around to Wild Thing to the right. Make your way back around to plank and work through your own flow. Come back to Child's Pose. Inhale and exhale. Lifting head and chest, have a seat. Bring the legs out to the front. The left leg extends as the right leg crosses over on top, the outer edge of the right foot to the floor. Sitting up tall, arms up overhead, inhale. The left hand grabbing the right elbow. Soften the shoulders. Gently press the head back to open the chest. Arms up overhead. Bring the right arm, cross it over, and the left arm reaching back. You can stay there or slide the right hand down the leg and open the chest a little bit more. Come back to the center and just open up the other way. Come back to the center, both arms up overhead. Inhale, folding forward, exhale. Gently roll back on up, uncross, and shake out the legs. Legs back out to the front, crossing the left leg over the right and sitting up tall. Inhaling, arms up overhead, and the right hand comes to grab the left elbow. Arms back up overhead, and the left arm crosses over to the right as the right arm reaches back. Again, you can stay up high or slide the hand down the leg, opening up the shoulder a little bit more, opening up the chest. And then just twist and open up the other way as well. Come back to the center, inhale, and moving forward, exhale. Lift on up and uncross. Make your way around and into Child's Pose. Inhale and exhale. Lifting up onto hands and knees, onto all fours, into neutral spine. Move into cat pose, round through the spine, exhaling out. Drop the belly, lift the tail, open up the heart, inhale. And round through, exhaling. Inhale, lift and open. One more time, round through. Lift and open. Come back to neutral. Make your way onto your belly. Legs stay extended back, arms reaching overhead. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right arm, left leg lifting. Gently release and switching sides. Left arm, right leg. Release and switch again. Right and left. One last time, left and right. Rest the forehead down. Making our way to half bow. Lifting the chest, bring the right hand to come back to grab the inside or outside of your right foot. Lift the knee off, push the foot back into the hand. And if it feels good, lift the left arm off the ground. Release. And switching sides. Bringing the left hand back to grab the left foot. Lift the knee, push the foot back. Lift the chest. An option to lift the hand off the ground. Inhale and exhale, everything release back down. Pick up your feet and windshield wipe your feet from side to side. And legs come back down to extend to the ground. Coming to full bow this time. So hands grabbing your ankles or your feet. Lift the knees stay parallel to each other. Lift the chest, shoulders down and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently release everything back to the ground. Pick up the feet again, a gentle swipe from side to side. Legs come back down and bring the hips back to child's pose. Breathe into your lower back. Inhale and exhale. Lifting up the chest, bringing the right foot forward, kneeling lunge, left hand down, right arm reach. Bring the hand back down, pick up the back knee, shift your weight forward, lift the back leg, standing split. Leg can be to the back wall or reaching up towards the sky. As your head moves down, the hands walk back. Whatever feels good for you. Bend the front knee, bring the back leg back to the ground, lunge, and then shift your hips back, bring the front toes up. Plant the foot back down, drop the back knee, and switching legs. Bringing the left foot forward, kneeling lunge. Right hand down, left arm reach. Hand down, pick up the back knee, shift your weight forward, lift the back leg, standing split. Bend the standing leg and bring the top leg back down to a lunge. And then shift your hips back, nose to knee, picking up the toes. And go ahead and bend the front knee and come on down, have a seat. Bring the legs out to the front into half forward fold, the right leg forward, left foot in. Ground down, lift up tall, breath in, and folding forward, exhale. Lifting up and switching sides. Breathe in and fold forward, exhale. Inhale and exhale, lifting chest. Bring both legs out wide, ground back down. Side bend over to the right. Breathing in, right hand down, left arm lean. Side bend to the left, inhale and exhale. Lift both arms back to the center. Your peace fingers can grab your big toes as you fold forward, or hands walk out to the center. Walking hands back in, bring your legs in, roll onto your back. The right leg is extending, left foot grounding, hamstring stretch. You can grab the back of your leg, grab your big toe. Maybe you have a strap or a towel. You can use that, wrap it around the foot. Toes towards your forehead, heel pressing up. The right leg moves across the body to the left. Open up the right arm, shoulders down. Lift back to the center and switching sides. The left leg up, hamstring stretch. Always be gentle with any stretch. And the left leg crosses over to the right. The left arm opening, shoulders down. Come back to the center. Legs extend. Give yourself a long stretch. It's time to relax. Find a comfortable final resting pose. Arms come back alongside the body. Eyes softly closed. Breathe in and breathe out. Cultivate the art of listening to your intuition, your inner voice. This is the guidance of your heart. It's a voice that speaks differently from the one in your head. The heart whispers softly. The head prattles loudly. The head has an agenda for our lives. It chatters away boldly, but its vision is limited. It leaves no room for the mysterious workings of the universe, nor does it take into account the side trips we need to get where we're going, where our souls need to go. It's the voice that says, this is the way it's going to be. The heart, the inner voice, speaks differently. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it pulls, sometimes it pushes. It's spontaneous, in the present moment, and often a surprise. The heart leads us into and through the lessons we're here to learn. Cultivate your inner voice. Practice listening to the whispers of your heart. Practice trusting your intuition, what you feel, what you really know. Practice until that voice is the one that you hear. Be patient. Be gentle. Let yourself learn to hear the gentle and trustworthy words of your heart. Begin to bring awareness back and wiggling fingers and toes. Arms extend overhead as you give yourself a long stretch. Knees moving in towards your chest. Roll over to your side, come back up to seated. Ground back down, sit up tall, eyes softly close. Reconnect body and breath. Bringing hands to heart center, namaste.